Welcome to the Pioneer Sideline, the longest running show here on UView, live from the University Center, episode 161 coming at you here. We're going to start with men's basketball action. It was their last week of regular season play. They start off this week playing Damon College, an old AMC rival. They were going to bring you the score here as the Pioneers would lose a hard one there, a very close one at CCAC South, a very tough battle against their former rival there, the Damon College defeating the Point Park Pioneers 101-94. They see TJ Hetherington of 15 points, Gabe McNeil of 26 points, 17 points from Nazca, 13 from Braxton. And then you look at the other side there, 13-10 the Pioneers are, 7-7 on the season. We're going to bring our men's analyst stepping in for Phil Novosik this week, Kelsie Metzgar. And Kelsie, a look at the Pioneers there, out-of-conference game. Another hard-fought loss, and just what do you see as being a big issue with this team at this point?
Well, Chris, I think, the score says everything there. You look at the score and you see that they let Damon score 101 points in that game. The defense isn't doing it for them. They're allowing over 90 points a game, and that's just not going to be enough. Yeah,
the Pioneers really needing to settle down there and get the defense under them, especially with the conference tournament coming up. They can't really afford to keep dropping games, especially they had one more game against the conference rival. How big is it for the defense to really try to hunker down there and really show up a little bit?
It's huge. I think the defense is there, that this team can be great. Their offense is great each game. If they hit 100 points, they're undefeated. So if the defense can be there for the team, then I think they're solid.
Pioneers had one more game this past week, their senior day against Cincinnati Christian University. We're going to take you out to CCAC South for the highlights there. A good battle there between the two KIAC rivals as the Pioneers finished up their KIAC regular season play against the Cincinnati Christian Golden Eagles as we take you out to CCAC South there. We're bringing a score here real fast. 88-83 was the final there. TJ Hetherington of 26 points, Samoya 8 points but 13 rebounds. And now we're going to take you out to the highlights there. There you see the team huddle there. Pioneers getting all fired up on senior day, and it's going to start off early. You see there Jimmy Taylor at the point. Fires the three and drills it, giving the Pioneers the early lead. Now TJ Hetherington, he has had himself another great season. Driving a lane, razzle-dazzle, frickle-frazzle, makes the move and in as the Pioneers keep it going. Now you're going to see Cincinnati Christian come back. Gainer from the foul line makes the move, and he's going to throw it home, keeping Cincinnati Christian in it, but the Pioneers, they're going to keep this lead going here. Jimmy Taylor on the baseline. Whoop, whoop. And it's going to be up and in there as the Pioneers keep it going. But once again, now we're in the second half here. You see Cincinnati Christian with the three ball from Hill, but coming right back. TJ Hetherington says, anything you can do, I can do better. Puts up the three ball and drills it. Now, once again, Cincinnati Christian, they would battle all the time in this game. They were in it the whole time. McCommon's going to drive there, bank it off the window and in. He gives a little stare down there. But the Pioneers were just too much on this day. It's not a highlight unless Gabe McNeil's in at some point, and he's going to bury the three. Pioneers are going to win this one here on senior day. Finish the KIAC off on a high note, going up to 14-10 on the season, 8-7 in conference. As we talked about TJ and Samoy there. Now Nazca, he's going to pick up 28 points, 14 boards. Taylor had 22 points there. The defense, a little bit of a better day there, only allowing 83 points there, Kelsie.
You're right. The defense did have a much better day again in this game, but then again, they also let Cincinnati Christian stay in the game, which is a problem. So, I mean, the defense, yes, had a great day, but they still when their offense was down, they still let the other team stay in the game.
And the offense, usually this is a team that can average anywhere from 91 to about 94 points per game, only 88 points. You see that being a little bit of a problem moving on, is definitely with this KIAC tournament this coming week.
It's a huge problem, especially because they rely so much on the offense. If the offense can't score the points, then the team basically falls apart.
Now we're going to take a look at the standings here and see how the Pioneers did in their first year in the KIAC, finishing middle of the pack, 8-7 overall in the conference, 14-10 overall as a team. And you see there IU Southeast, just once again, you cannot talk about how dominant they are. It just keeps going. 21-4, 11-1. In the conference. IU East coming in second, another solid team there. And you got Asbury, Cincinnati Christian. The Pioneers defeated twice this year, so keep that in mind. A very solid team. The Pioneers swept. Berea, the Pioneers split with them. Brescia, Alice Lloyd, and finishing off is going to be a St. Louis College of Pharmacy. But you look at that there, the Pioneers, how big is it for them to have defeated a team such as Cincinnati Christian, sitting 4th overall in the conference, and have swept them this year?
I think that's a huge step for Point Park, especially you look at this, and this is their first year in the KIAC, And so for them to go and sweep a team that's number 4, that's a really good step for them. And I think if they continue going on like that, they'll just improve.
Once again, this is their first year in the KIAC. They finished above 500, a few spots above where they were expected. They're expected to finish 7th overall, so they finished a little bit higher than that. How much does that really help this team moving forward to finish higher than originally expected at the beginning of the season?
Well, I think finishing over 500 and higher than they expected is really big for this team. I think it gives them a lot of motivation going on into this conference championship, and it'll really help them down the road.
Yeah, the Pioneers still undetermined who they're going to be playing yet in the conference tournament. There's a few seeds being worked out right now. We're going to take a short commercial break. Be right back with women's basketball action as they finished up their regular season in the KIAC and a few out-of-conference games as well. Don't turn that dial. You're watching the Pioneer Sideline here on UView.